Hi, my name is Bret. This is my lovely wife Becky, my daughter Samantha and her husband David. They gave us this old truck to do with whatever we want. We decided to fix it up. So pull up a chair and join us as we fix up this old truck.
After a lot of measuring, scribbling, and head scratching, we ended up at Watkins Steel. I gave the owner my measurements and went home with a trailer full of pre-cut steel. It doesn't look like enough for a truck bed, but I'm pretty sure it is. Because we spent several months cleaning out our shop, we found enough bolts to bolt it all together. We used a micrometer to measure to the center of the side beam. Today we're going to be assembling our bed for our truck, or the bed frame, and we're using 1/8 inch iron. We have 1 inch square, 2 inch angle iron, and some 1 inch angle iron. And what we're going to start with is we have to get a datum line so that all of our cross braces are at the same height. And we'll have to put some shims under some of them on the frame to raise them up so that they're all level. Then we have to lay out all of our cross braces so that they're in the right place before we can start drilling our holes. Well, we are starting the drilling process now. These are going to be our side rails. They will cap all of the cross beams. And before you drill, of course we had to mark it all, and we used a micrometer to mark the center of each drill hole. You want to make sure that you put a drop of oil on your steel under your bit, because if you don't, it'll burn your bit up. We have some 1/2 inch nuts and bolts that we're attaching our cross members to our side beams with. But here's the kicker. We have to put the nuts inside the cross beams and get them lined up with the hole. Then we put the cross beam under the side brace, and we have to fish the nut down, or the bolt down through it into the nut without cross threading it. These are only a grade 5 bolt, so we don't want to over tighten them. Just snug them up good. Well, we've been working on our bed frame for a couple of days now. We've got the side rails drilled. We've started putting in the cross members. We've had to use a few shims, and we had to modify the frame here a little to level our datum line. We've got 4 of the cross members bolted in, and we have 3 more to go. We did get our bed squared. We made sure it wasn't diamond or anything, and it was the same distance from the sticking out from the cab on both sides and all that stuff. So we know everything's nice and straight. We just got to get back to work and bolt the other 3 cross members in. Checking for a diamond in your bed is pretty easy. All you have to do is hook your tape measure over one corner and measure to the adjacent corner, and then you reverse the tape measure, move your tape measure to the other side, and check your reading across the other side of the bed. I have exactly 125 inches on both sides, measuring from adjacent corners. The factory specs for most cars is 3 millimeters, so they can be off 3 millimeters from one end to the other. That's the width of 2 dimes. So, and we've got this bed right on, so we're pretty good. We finally got all the steel bolted together for the bottom of the bed. Got the gas tank mounted up, and it fit really nice between our cross beams. Painted the frame. Went to the local lumber yard. Got some pressure treated lumber, and we're doing a little dry fitting now. I think it's going to look pretty good. We did a few other minor things to the truck. We mounted some mud flaps, waxed our paint job because it's been about a month since we painted it. We wanted to get all the overspray off, and we ended up with a shiny but still flat finish like we wanted. We did a few things on the interior, put a new gear shifter knob, and the old pedals were worn, so we took off what was left of them and installed one of those do-it-yourself kits. Put in some two-way communication. Join us next time when we mount the sides, build the bulkhead, and attach the boards to the bed. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click like and subscribe.